I don't know if I am, but all my makeup's still packed.
Well, when I say I'm pretty, I mean I'm as pretty as it's going to get right now. And that's just that. Today is a 4 out of 10, but I'm going to call it a 4 out of 4. So really, it's a win-win. So, yeah.
Oh, and I have to watch the comments tonight too.
Oh, you're doing all the work. I'm just going to sit here and just bask in the glory. And if we don't get any guests showing up because they're all too tired, I'm just going to ramble. You have been warned. Things are going to happen. You're going to hear stories, the stories that are going to come out tonight. My goodness. And they won't be interesting because I mean, everything. So, yeah, I'll do what I can. It is hot here in Vancouver, Canada. Let me just complain about that for a minute because I am a room temperature person and my room temperature is too hot right now because I can't put fans on or you're going to hear it. So I'm just sweating up. And I'm seeing comments, but
Let's see. Hello, Chicken Wing. Hello. Mr.
Hello,
Chicken
Jeff.
Wing, always one of our first to play.
Excellent.
Yes. And I don't know if you've met Chicken Wing, Christine. I don't think so.
Was he there this weekend?
Nope, he was
Okay.
not.
I introduced myself to so many people, which in itself was hilarious because without a beard, nobody knows who I am. So I'm just like crazy blue-haired old lady going around going, "Hi, you have a really pretty beard. Are we friends?" So it was. I embarrassed myself highly, but that's what I am. That's who I do. So who cares? So.
Yes, Chicken Wing says you have not met yet.
Well, that's ridiculous, Jeff.
Both
Come
would
up to
be-
Canada.
Both would be unforgettable. That's all I'm gonna say. Is
Oh, okay.
both would be
Okay.
unforgettable. You would
All
know.
right. Well,
And
standing invitation. Come on up. So,
And here's Mr. Ray. Howdy.
Mr. Ray, I am so annoyed. I put in money on the raffle to win that beautiful bowl that you made, and I did not win it. So I'm just sitting here angry now. So.
I know. Just the times I was around him, I heard 2 or 3 people tell him that. And I also heard him say that his cup runneth over on the table. So
I bet. Yeah.
It was quite full.
Yeah.
But he was also if you guys didn't see us this weekend, of course you probably know that Jeff and his wife Lisa and myself and Shannon, we all kind of traveled from Austin and shared a car and roamed around together. So we have to make sure that I tell you our have to go get a pizza in Utah story, right? Okay. Remind me later.
Okay. I'm actually going to have to write that down because I have no brain cells left.
Christine's brain cells are fried on so many different levels.
I am a cool weather person. This is a living hell for me. Okay, Utah pizza story. You're officially on my list. Okay. Or this might be my grocery list and I might be getting pizza later. I don't know at this point. It's ridiculous.
Hello, Yukon.
Hey. I haven't met him in person either.
You've not met Yukon in person?
No, I haven't. It's ridiculous.
No. You have so many people to we can just pimp you out, girl.
Yeah. I'm here. Hit me up. Say hello. I'm on the interwebs. Let's chat. Show me your beard. That's not weird at all. Okay, that's weird.
Scott Turner. Mr. Chicken Bread. He what do you call it? He retained his title, I believe is the word. Retained his title this year for the Whaler Donegal category.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jeff Ray says he'll make you one.
Okay.
So, all right, and then
I'm gonna save up for that. Hello, Hubs.
I woke him up to tell him we were starting the show.
Good.
He's recovering.
He sees you every day, but he only sees this once a week. So you're lucky to be here, sir. Very lucky.
Chicken Wing, yes, it is hotter than the Devil's Honey Crack in Texas. I will agree with that.
Well, it might not be that hot here. I just like to complain. So I'm sorry for you guys.
Well, so I guess this is the point where we've chattered a little bit, and we should say hello to everybody. So Hello, welcome. I'm Tisha Clinkenbeard, aka Mrs. Chicken Bread. I'm the co-founder and the president of the Craft Whisker Club, and my partner in crime this evening.
I got it right. Ha! It's Christine Hackman here from the Vancouver Facial Hair Club. That's all you need to know.
That's all I need to know.
I'm keeping it stealth here. So,
Well, this summer, Jiggy is usually our vice president is usually on the show, but she's also recovering from travel today, so she's not going to be on tonight. And Miss Christine also. We all traveled yesterday. Just to put it plainly, we all are still recovering from this weekend's. If you hadn't heard of it, and here's where my sarcasm comes in and says, if you've lived in a hole for the last week, um, just kidding, then you'll know that the Great American Beard and Mustache Competition was this past Saturday at Snowbird outside of Salt Lake City, Utah. So I'm just, this lady here played a good one. She told us last week on the show that she was gonna miss us and was so sad she wasn't gonna get to see us. And so we were all bummed. And so Friday night I was standing outside and Jiggy comes up and she said, somebody's here. She was very serious. She's got, you have to see somebody's here. I was like, oh my gosh, who is it? What drama do we have coming? What drama awaits us? There's always drama, always potential for drama. And so let's see. I go in there, and who is standing inside? I can see her through the glass into the room. Is if I hadn't been so excited, I would have just smacked her.
but I was just like a little pea dog. I was so excited. I'm just like, I was so happy to see these gals. Because again, me and Tish have only met in person once, years ago, literal years ago.
Yes,
so,
at Worlds in 2019.
Oh my goodness, it feels like a lifetime ago. So, and another side of the across water and stuff. So, yeah, it was a good little prank. It was a good little surprise, and it was wonderful to see you. And we do somewhere have a picture, I believe, of you, me, Summer, and Natalie together, but only because we're photoshopping your face into it because we never got all four of us together. Oh, well, we got the three of us. That's good enough. Oh, how cute are we?
Yeah. There's the three of us.
Being all happy. Yeah.
And then, so there's one with me photoshopped. I hope you used a good picture.
I haven't seen it yet. And if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to like take a stick and draw you in. So it's just going to be like a little happy face with curly hair. But it'll be close enough. So we're recovering from like altitudes and travel and excitement. It was a good time. They put the great in Great American, I do believe.
Yes, I totally agree. It was, I mean, I love being outside. So that it being in a tent, to me, it was not that bad at all. I know some people thought it was hot but I was really comfortable. I think that's being used to the Texas heat, but I think it was really well done. And as far as this has just amazed me, but like as of last night, I think Keith, is it Stansel, had put all the pics that he took out there already, which to me is unheard of with photographers, especially from a large event. That they were out there. So they're out there on the event site. There's a link to them. There's also a link to it. If you want to show your friends or family that weren't at the comp and don't have like Facebook or whatever, then there is a link for that. I'm going to see if I can paste it.
Okay. Yeah, so thank you, Keith. Those photographs are beautiful, such lovely, lovely, and I'm going to be stealing a bunch of them. I will give you full credit, sir, because that's what we do. We credit photographers because they give their time so generously and record our beauty. and that is highly appreciated. Now, hopefully, we've got some other people coming on the show tonight. But of course, everybody's tired. So where are we at this moment? Do we know of anybody who's shown up tonight, Tish?
Yes, we have 3 ladies in the background.
Ooh. Ooh. How do you want to do this? Who are we going to start with?
I think we should just, I'll bring them in one by one, and then they can introduce themselves as we bring them in. Because I can see, like, one of them, I can't see her lips, but I can see her eyes, and they're smiling.
Oh.
It's just the way she is. So,
it's me.
Hello, Smiley.
All right. So can you see me better now? Okay.
I can see.
Yes. I know last time the light was in my back, and I realized after the fact. So I was trying somewhere different. So.
Sorry, I surprised you. This is Courtney Graham. Everybody loves Courtney. If you haven't met her, you are totally missing it as well. And well, tell us about your weekend.
It was wild. It was a good time. My feet hurt. I think my everything hurts. And I think, like you said, it was hot there for me too. I was like, everything that could sweat was sweating. It was, I don't know. It was just a wild weekend, but a great time at the same time. Like it was, I just love that everybody comes out here, and even just like hang out in hot tub with people, just hanging out was awesome. So. Yeah.
Well, and do you have your beard there, or your mustache, I should say?
Yeah, I do. I grabbed it.
Yes, because Sneaky Pete here did not wear her usual braided hair.
I know. Well, I wanted to do something different. I'll do the craft beard sometimes. So it's like I've done realistic beard, I've done realistic mustache, I've done creative beard, but I've never actually done just a mustache. So I thought, why not? So yeah. So it was kind of fun though.
You got first and creative mustache.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Well, you never know what girls are bringing. Honestly, I wasn't even real confident with this. I thought, I don't know if this is up to par, but yeah, I was super shocked. So, because there was a lot of good competition, and just people are just so creative. It never ceases to amaze me,
Well, checking my notes here, I believe there were 5 people in the stash category, which I think is the ideal number of people, because then you do get a good competition. And in your category, and actually in all of the creatives, there were no boogers this time around. Everybody brought their A game.
I know.
You might have brought an A+ game, maybe even an A++ game.
Yeah. So, yeah. It was just fun to do something different too. It was challenging. Like even just attaching just a mustache to your head, at least like with the beard, you have something that you can kind of attach the mustache to the beard or whatever you need to do to make it work. But that was a tricky category for sure. So,
do we
you want to see the beard or the mustache? Yeah. I'm not the most like phone savvy person here, obviously, but can you see it?
Describe to us what we are looking at here.
So, like on this side, I tried to do a little bird, like with snow coming out for snowbird, and then Utah, these are license plates. I always collect license plates. I have a lot of them. And then I just did, some little, I don't know, pine things just to give it that to go over into the mountain scene. So the tram was closed down this year, or this would have made a lot more sense to everybody. So normally we ride the tram up and get pictures with everyone, and it's really awesome, and it's you either love it or hate it. I actually hate it, but I do it every year. It scares me a lot, and so but I do. I conquer my fears and I do it. So it was important to me to do something with the tram, and then I got the little skier dude and stuff like that, and then I did the back of it too, just because you could see it coming out. So I thought I better put something on the.
I didn't see the back part, so yeah.
That is attention to detail.
Walking, you can see that from behind. So I thought, well, I better slap something on there too. So.
But
it was fun. It was fun to wear.
Seeing what's on the back of her mustache, right down beehive. We got a story about that too.
Yeah, it was a little mini license plate, and then the safety council stuff. Yeah.
Brilliant.
If you're in the beard world, you know what the safety council is. Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. And then I couldn't think of what to do for the tram. So, those little blocks you can buy at the Dollar Tree, I like glued 6 of them together to kind of give it some character, and then I, used a pen and some paint to give it that. And then the mountains, this is made out of wood, so, and then the mountains I did, like, I put some joint compound on there just to kind of give it texture. And then, yeah. So, but my little scroll saw, I love, a lot of my beards are made out of wood. I like working with wood, so. But yeah, my scroll saw just kind of, you can see how it, like, cuts it out.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's
Let's
cute, though.
do that so you can give us the quick look at it again.
Should I flip my camera around? I don't know what to do.
No, you're good. So I put you on solo so everybody
beautiful.
can see you.
Yeah. But yeah, this one was fun to make just because it was a challenge. And then, it was kind of like teeter-totter when you're wearing it, So it was weird.
But it's so great because that gives that movement to the tram. And so this clicks off everything.
Yeah. I wanted it to go back and forth, but I couldn't quite figure out how. My friend Holly suggested maybe if you did like the sewing spools, that the thread, but I just couldn't quite get that to work how I wanted it to. So it was stationary, but at least it kind of wobbles a little, just like when you're going up the tram, because it goes over those hills, or the little roller hills or whatever, and then it starts swaying, and then of course you got all the beardo guys that know you're scared, and then they like shake it more. It's like, stop. Yeah, they think they're so funny, don't they? Yeah, so I wanted to do something in tribute to that, because I do conquer that fear and go up that darn thing every year. It's like, do I really need to be in the picture that bad? I'm not sure. Wow. But yeah, so I am sorry that you guys didn't get to experience that and that was closed down. I know.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
But
since you brought up her name, I'm going to go ahead and add Holly in. And I admittedly, just now, before we brought you into the show, I admit that I didn't know it was Holly. So it totally,
that's
you
okay.
can tell. It's always that way when you've got so much going on. There's so many people to see and talk to, and then you've got to get your beard on.
I know.
You've got to do all those things, and it just, yeah. So, hi, Holly.
Hi. I was laughing at Courtney's story because my husband's one of those guys that rocks the tram. And I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And while we were there this weekend, we all get up. He's just that guy. So we all get on the elevator, and there's like 7 of us packed in the elevator. And of course, he starts jumping. I'm just like, oh, you can't do that. But he does it all the time too. It's terrible. It was a good weekend. Yeah, it was good.
So do you have your beard there, Holly?
Yes.
Can we see it, please?
Sure.
And I'm going to put you on solo, so because I forgot to with Courtney, but.
Okay. So this is made out of Legos.
Okay, so I was studying this beard today, right, in my spare time. And so are these Legos that you bought to make that? They're Legos that make flowers, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I do have the box. Look.
She's a Lego junkie.
Okay. Well, there's a Lego store in the Salt Lake City airport.
Oh, you can't see it with my thing, but you can kind of see the flowers, right? So they're all on stems. And so I, of course, took them off the stems. And then I had to make a lot of adjustments to make them fit right on the beard. But I built it all, and then I adjusted everything, and then I took it all apart, and I super glued every little piece together, and then arranged it on the beard quite a few times. And the whole backing is
ouch.
Yeah, when I took it off, I had this big Lego indent on my face. Sorry, my dog's barking. So yeah, but it was fun. It was time consuming, and my fingers were covered in glue. And I actually had a couple of Lego pieces stuck to me at one point, glued to my fingers.
Show us the back again, if you would. And so, how did you just put the string through it?
Yeah, so these are hinges. Okay.
Oh,
So those are all
smart.
hinges, so they move. And then everything else is glued together except for the hinges because I want them to move. And then the mustache also has hinges on it. And some
Beautiful.
of the flowers I didn't glue. You can see that they still move.
Wow.
The petals.
Uh-huh.
But some of them I did because as I was putting it together, they would like fall off. So okay, you're getting glued. So and then this I just drilled a hole through the natural hole in the Lego, and
Uh-huh.
I was worried about it cracking because it had already been glued and the whole thing was built. But when I drilled the hole, it went like it was meant to be there. So yeah, it was cool. Yeah,
Very cool.
it was fun.
I'm just going to jump in and say that was the biggest category of the Whiskerinas. That was 7, and that was tight. That was beautiful, and that was tough competition. So well
It
done.
was, yes.
Mhm.
I was very honored to take third. Absolutely.
Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you.
Golf clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Well, that's what I don't care if you get first, second, or third, as long as you place, you win. I mean, think of all the poor girls, that didn't or whatever, and they would have loved third place or whatever, So to me, placing is winning. I don't care what place, you know what I mean? Like Jeff got third place, and he was so stoked on that. Did you see him dancing to run and get his trophy? So I've never placed at a Great American before, so that was my first time, and that was my third one. And
Wow.
Well, this is my first time to compete at Great American.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We were in Virginia. I don't know if you have seen the pictures, but the girl that had the beard made out of dollar bills, that was me. So it was a big beard made out of dollar bills, and that was fun. That was fun in Virginia.
And so we don't want to leave her out. I know she's sitting back there so patiently. So we're going to bring Sharon in.
Hi.
Hi, Sharon. How is your recovery going?
It's going good. We went back to the room and just knocked out for 2 hours and didn't make the after party, but we were that tired.
It was a big day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fun though.
Yeah, we didn't make the after party either. We took ourselves to a Brazilian steakhouse and ate way more than we could ever have thought of doing. But
Neat.
yes, it was good. Yeah, memories.
Whoa,
Meat memories.
No, but I made
that
it
sounds
to
like a
work
crazy
today
night in
and-
Vegas.
Yeah, I still have a few things left to do, so.
So Sharon, do you have your beard there?
Yes, yeah.
I'm gonna
So
put you on solo.
I took third in mustache, creative mustache.
And this is made out of a Pabst.
Yes. So it's cosplay foam board, like the thick foam board, and then I lined it with beer cans in the back. They're just flat there, and then I cut strips out and curled it with a pen or a metal rod, and then glued the curls on. So I don't know if you can see.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you wore gloves.
Yeah, I've got a few pricks, but for the most part, I was okay. Yeah. And then it just has the strings attached to tie around. So
you just tied it like over your head?
yeah, and I had a ponytail up and everything.
Okay.
So and just tied
Smart.
it to that. Yeah. But if you can look closely, there's the beer tabs, like the openings.
Uh-huh.
And I just strung it through there.
Oh.
And it comes out in the back here.
Oh my goodness.
So that's how.
So smart.
Yeah, that's right. Like the little tab. Yeah.
So how did you come up with this idea?
I had seen basically just in the past different beer can mustaches and beards, and I've seen different little pieces of artwork like out of aluminum cans. People make like helicopters or little just little decorative things. And I was like, well, you can curl if you did strips, you know, and make it kind of look like hair. So, and then with a mustache or even a beard, you always go big, you know. So that's why I wanted a bigger, outrageous mustache. So, yeah.
I'm going to hop in and say that Creative Stash, there was 5 people in that category, which is kind of ideal because, again, you've got lots of competition going on. And that was really well deserved. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And also, so far, all y'all are using really painful things on your face. You could have been cut, you could have been burned, you could have been anything. Like the risks you people take to make beautiful facial things. Well done. Well done.
I know, like Holly said, I had the lines from my holding it on there for hours after. I was like, when is this going to go away? I have enough wrinkles already.
Sharon's, I think, is the most dangerous because it has the sharpest edges, but also seems to be the most comfortable and lightest, just from looking at them all. Yeah. But
Well played.
how much did Holly and Courtney, how much did yours weigh?
Oh my god.
Were they very heavy? Are you hearing me? Am I buggered here?
Let's try this. Is that...
I would say just a couple, maybe 3 pounds.
Okay. Well, that's still a lot.
Yeah. I tried to loop it around my ears with actually this Lego string that I had that had, you know, connected like a Lego, and it pulled my ears down. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna drill holes in it and put it over my head. So it's heavy enough to do that.
Yeah, I've seen it done with hats or headbands.
Yeah.
That was smart with the ponytail idea. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I did with mine too. I just tied it to my bun. I did a little bun on top.
But yeah, the weight does factor into it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I have to ask.
Okay, that does sound interesting.
Okay. Okay.
So I think it was Boise, May the 4th be with you. We did a little nose clip piece that went up into the nostrils and yeah. But Candace actually did like a fake nose ring that she said she got the idea from Val, my friend that usually competes, but she wasn't here this year. But a fake nose ring to hold in place like a little ribbon or a piece for the mustache. So,
I think
but
Crystal
yeah,
did
the
that.
one in the nose was uncomfortable, and I didn't. I
Yeah,
was like, we're not doing that again.
Smart.
yeah. I think Crystal Davis did that. Was that on last week, Christine?
I think so.
I
Yes.
think it was. But she wanted to join today, but she's on. She's in Facebook jail, etc. So she couldn't come tonight. And so, Christine, we have not seen yours yet.
Oh, okay.
It was amazing.
Yes.
Well, let me just shake it out of the box here. Oh, it's stuck to the chest hair. Okay, there we go.
Okay, I'm going to put you on solo. So.
All right, all right. Here we go. This is my little realistic something. Oh, it looks a little worse for wear. I didn't have time to comb it out today because I've been sleeping. But my theme was bear pride. If you don't know what that is, there's a subsection of the LGBTQ community, which is the furry-faced men tend to have little kind of dad bods and be furry, and they are the bears. And their pride flag, I'm going to pull up here. There we go. It's got the 7 colors to it. So my beard has 7 different colors in it. And I did what I could. And of course there was chest hair involved, so I'm going to show you that, but I'm not going to put it on my chest because it's not that kind of show. Here's the chest hair. There you go. Maybe I'll just use it like, really bad. Be careful with those people. If you have a bald friend that just needs the fake comb over, I could send them this, and there we go. There. That's kind of sexy. And then there was a mustache too. It's here somewhere. Well, you'll just have to trust me on that. Enough about me. I want to see Trisha's.
Oh, Jeff Ray, it's not 10 pounds. It's only 5 and some change, almost 6. Um,
My back girl.
And while she's getting that, when this went on
I hope that
stage,
didn't cost you any extra luggage fees.
no,
when the light hit this, she was just sparkling. Like you can't
Oh, I
believe it.
know.
You kind of get it here. Yeah.
oh, let me see. Well, it's
Beautiful.
so basically, let's see if I can do this without the hub's help. And the mustache is somewhere. I don't know where it is right now. But, okay, now I can sit down.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
So it's almost 6 pounds.
Unbelievable. Can we
Okay,
see the backside of that, please?
sure.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Okay. Very nice.
I started with,
What did you attach it there with on your head? Like, is that just wire?
this is Velcro.
Oh,
I used, it's some welding wire of some sort. I don't remember what it's called.
ah.
But anyway, you can see the wire. It's sewed all the way through. So I took basically a piece of thick foam, of thick
Wow.
felt, and then sewed the wire around it where it made the form that I usually do. And then basically, it's got 7 layers of brooches. So there's over 200, but they're in 7 different layers.
Wow.
And so I built the layers as they came up. And then, of course, the top were the ones that were kind of the ones I collected that were the cameos. And, this one, all of those that were a bit more special. But, so yeah. I gotta
Wow.
put this back because
That is a workout just holding on to that thing. It's absolutely beautiful. And again, that category had 7 people in it and it was tight. There was so much beauty on that stage. So the judges
Well, and that's a beautiful piece of artwork too to hang on the wall now, and
Yeah.
I mean, it'll come in handy after.
But I think the judges had a hard time in a lot of categories, not just us Whiskerinas.
Oh yeah.
It was a really good comp that way. There's a lot of beauty. Well done, ma'am.
I found it.
Oh, good.
Here he is.
How cute is that?
It's got paper towel on it. But
It moves.
What did you stick it with?
that fabric fuse tape. But I was freaking out on stage because I had gotten sweaty and I hadn't cleaned my lip before I put it on. And yeah.
Yeah,
So
sometimes we all start melting backstage. We're like, hurry up.
Yeah, I mean,
Hurry up.
I could it was peeling off right here, and I don't do well under pressure. And so that was
I think we can all contest to getting sweaty right before we go on. So,
I've never had it happen. I never have. And I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. This is not the moment, God, to do this. Okay. It's like, I was like freaking out. It was,
I don't think anybody noticed but you. So.
I could feel it. I could feel it there. And it was just
Yeah.
getting, when I moved, it would come off, and I'm like,
It looked great.
oh, how am I going to talk if it keeps falling off my face?
That's the worst when they ask you a question. It's like, I can't remember.
I'm debating, can I talk like this?
Yeah.
Will they really notice?
Well, that one girl who did the Muppet Chef, she was pretty smart. She didn't even have to talk. She just, like, that is brilliant.
Backup, right? Yeah.
I ought to think this through more next time.
This is going to start a
But you
whole
know-
wave when people are only building beards for comfort. And it's going to be
Hmm.
like the sweatpants of beards for us for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I was completely and utterly freaked out because I could feel it coming off and I couldn't get
Well,
it to
that's what's
stick.
hard too, though, when you stick it, because I mean, that's why if you can try to think of a way to not stick it, because I've had many issues. Like when I first started, I had many issues learning how to stick it, and it just wasn't. Am I echoing?
I think it's just how everything's going sounding now.
But yeah, so like mine, I drilled some holes with the wood, and then I put like this hemp string through, and then it was just like a matter of leverage, because I do know that I'm sweaty and I'm gonna ruin whatever is on there. That's why the Band-Aids work so good too, because those are kind of super sticky. So
I've done that.
I've hot glued some stuff to a Band-Aid. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't quite get it cut to the right size because it ended up being so small
Yeah.
on the back. And I tried my smallest Band-Aid and I was gonna have to cut like probably 3/4 of it out. So it's like, okay.
Sharon, did you do a beard as well? Or am I losing
I
my
did,
mind?
yeah.
Well, let's see that.
So this is the beard. Again with the foam board, and then I just layered the different pieces here.
Are those pieces of foam?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Smart.
No.
Is that like the comp?
Yeah, the logo.
Yeah.
And then I used this decorative ribbon to be kind of like the coloring, so it would kind of look like part of the beard. So
Beautiful.
yeah, and that.
I love seeing these up close. That is so interesting how you've done that. And then what's the drizzle on there? Is that some kind of paint that you did, or?
That, yes, it's just like a colored glue paint.
Oh,
Yeah. I
Did
think
you-
that's supposed to be to shape the flames.
did you paint the gray foam before you put the pieces on, or is it a second layer of colored foam on the front?
Like the
It's just all colored. Okay.
there's a little bit of glitter in there.
I do love me some glitter. Mm. Gorgeous.
Yeah. So that one was fun too. This one actually took more time than the mustache. So with all the tiny pieces.
Wow.
So, that was fun.
You're saying that one was harder than the mustache? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Well, just getting all of those different colors separated so you've got an even distribution like that and they don't bunch up. That's
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah.
Done.
I would just think it would be less scary than getting cut by all those little cans.
This one I actually finished like the morning, like up to the minute, like 11:30. I was like, we have to get down there. As you know, it started at noon, so
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Yeah.
No, totally.
You're stressing her out just talking about it.
Yeah. Nothing
Okay,
like,
so-
I work best under pressure, so.
I made my mustache on Tuesday before we left Wednesday at noon. And that's, yeah. I've only had one beard I made on a Friday night for a Saturday comp. But the mustache Tuesday before was pretty tough to do. I'm not really a person to postpone things. But as y'all know.
But at least you got it done. Now, does anyone out there have questions for these ladies? Because if not, we have a Utah pizza story and a beehive story to get to. So I'm just saying.
Oh, I want to hear those.
Okay, so
I'm blown away at Christine's beard. When you put it on and it had a strap, I was like, oh, I thought you kind of like did it on your face. I was mind blown when you pulled that out.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well,
I didn't know like you could just take it on and off like that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it looks like the hair's
They
on
don't have to
your
get
skin.
stuck wearing it.
Yeah, well, because I too am a sweater, And
That's
I
awesome.
can't trust myself. So
No,
this
that's
way,
awesome.
yeah, it can never fall off. So then
Yeah.
I only have to worry about the mustache only, which is the worst part for everybody. And also, I have more mobility because I don't have to glue the edges of the lace. So that is my trick for you guys.
Yeah.
Use
Well,
it.
Yeah.
awesome.
See,
Yeah, I just thought that was clever. I was like, wait, can we?
I'm
Yeah.
the same way. I'm still
No,
blown
that's cool.
away because
One thing
the
I know for
first
sure, they don't give you extra points for wearing your hair all day. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
if you could take it off, that's better. So.
the
I
first
also
time I learned that that's how she did her beards, I was just blown away.
yeah, I didn't.
I still, and part of me was like, I want to go up and tug this weekend, but
I
I didn't.
also your dress matched your beard, and I thought that was beautiful.
Oh,
Oh,
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
and she made
I
that.
made that dress. Yeah, that was made out of 4 Bear Pride flags.
Really?
Oh, nice.
You are so talented.
Oh, I
I
got
know.
all Bechtel Becky this time,
I know.
girls.
Well, normally, like when I take a selfie, I try to close my mouth, do like a cute face, like, something. But then when I was taking pictures with her, I'm always like, just because she's standing right here, like, I'll send it to you afterwards. I realized I was doing it again. I'm like,
It was a fangirl weekend though, because I was looking around and all of y'all looked so beautiful, and I was just everywhere I go, I'm like, oh, it's so nice to be around and it's good that we're able to show these beards on the interwebs for the other people, but I got to see them in real life, and there was a lot of gorgeous going on. So congratulations to all of you guys on the effort you put into this. I loved it. So
Thank you. That means a lot coming from you, Christine.
Yeah.
from the heart.
It's just, and Frank has said it perfectly. We all just totally adore each other, and everybody's always well. For instance, my example is that I was back there trying to get my beard on and then my wig on, and my dear husband, he tolerates it so well because he's the one that usually has to help me try to fix these and put it on my head and tell me, does that really look good? And usually when I have to ask that, the answer is probably no. So I was back there trying to get it all on. First time I'd worn that wig, and with bangs, no less. And so Christine's standing back there, and she so nicely tells him that she dearly loves him, but she help? She's quite the expert on the wig, and he was more than happy to let her take over from that point. So
Yeah, I really like the camaraderie that happens backstage too. I've had Courtney, Natalie, Crystal help me with glue and tying and hair and straighten everything. So just the feelings you get back there and the memories made in the back is just as important as winning or placing or being a part of it all. So
I agree.
Me too.
and it helps to know that we're all freaking out together. It's not just a lonely.
Yeah.
And we're all sweating. We're all sweating our
I
faces
know.
off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I know Summer was struggling with her mustache, like trying to tie, and she was like shaking, and it was like, "Calm down, we'll help you." And everybody kind of jumped in and helped her too. So
yeah. Like, where's the spirit glue? Like, I'm out of glue.
yeah.
Okay, you guys get to appreciate my husband's jokes. Stephanie just in time. Yeah.
You have divorced 3 times.
Sometimes I get really, my husband helps me a lot too. And sometimes I get frustrated or I'm tired of working hours and hours. And I'm just like, you know what? You wear it. I'm like, when he comes in with something or it says something, I'm like frustrated. I'm like, you wear it then. I'm done. But he's a trooper and he helps me out a lot. So
Yeah, and I love him. He's totally helpful, but a lot of times I'll be stuck on something, and I've tried 4 different things before I come to this area where I'm asking for an opinion. He's like, "Why don't you do this?" Well, I tried that. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Well, because it didn't. Okay, it didn't work.
Don't ask questions.
I tried it. It didn't work. Well, did you do that? You should do it this way. I tried that. It didn't work. Okay. Why didn't it work? It didn't. It didn't work. Yeah.
I know. Well, I was telling you about that with mine too, like with the sewing. Yeah, I wanted the tram to go back for it. That didn't work. But it didn't work.
Oh, I
It
love
happened.
him. He's he helps me out a lot, and he's sometimes more mechanical minded than I am. And me, I've got like 6 different ways that I've tried to do something or glued it, or
Well, and men just always want to give a solution right away, like, oh, well, you have a problem. Here's how you fix it, or whatever. You're having a bad day at work, you're crying. Well, why didn't you do this, this, and that? It's like, you know what? Just let me cry, okay? I don't want your solution. Just let me cry. The beard didn't work out.
My husband actually helped make a loom. Like it was 2 long pieces of wood that will hold the string flat, and I could sew around it, so it would hold it taut, and then I could put the hair over it, and then sew all the way across and back again. So he's helpful in those ways too. So.
Well, and it is nice having them to yell at too, like when you need help, like tying it on that day or whatever. It's like, no, do it tighter, or whatever. You can't like treat a friend like that. Like, no, you're doing it wrong.
I was there for that. I was there for that.
I think we're allowed to be stressed out though. So much time and effort goes into building these things that you want to be the best you can be on that stage. And if there is a moment when things are going sideways and you start freaking out, you are allowed to have that moment.
or like 15 of them,
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. Seriously, this was the first time ever that I freaked out on stage with that mustache. Really, honestly.
Oh,
Rest of them, it's like, okay, you're there. It's done. It is going to be what it is. And this one,
I couldn't tell.
Well, that's the good thing with all the beard.
Yeah.
You're getting the panic eyes, if that.
my eyes are like.
Just thought it was eyeliner.
And sometimes things happen and you'll have to hold it up, and the judges are really understanding, and they know how much pressure there is. And
well, and they saw you making it, so they know, like where you need it or whatever. So yeah.
Let's see here.
You know what? Get her a glass of wine or a cookie or something.
Yeah.
And walk away. That is the way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish my husband was watching.
Okay, y'all are gonna have to help me. Oh, you're gonna do a Harley beard?
apparently so.
So now he's doing the design for you too. That's great. I've got more suggestions here.
I know. Hey, you didn't want advice? Let me give you some more. That's awesome.
Oh, he's bringing her a cookie.
Oh, and he's running away. Run! Ain't nobody bringing me
cookies.
cookies. I'm very annoyed about that. Oh, I forgot I live alone.
I was gonna say I have a motorcycle beard. I don't have. It's not Harley though. So that was. Yeah, we can attach the motorcycle. Is he being nice or not? I'm not really sure. Do you want half my cookie?
You never know with Frank, really. You really
Do you want
don't.
half my cookie? I'll share.
It's gonna be like a tiny motorcycle, and then my head riding the motorcycle.
Brilliant.
He got like little tiny arms sticking out, and a little tiny bike here.
Yeah.
But now you're giving me ideas. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Next comp, everybody's gonna have little tiny motorbikes on. I'm
Okay.
gonna blow you all away because I'm gonna put skateboards on as a mustache instead. So there.
I'm like somehow merging all of these, and I'm seeing like this little bicycle with a flower basket with Lego flowers. in my mind, it's all like twisty.
It's going to be the ultimate tribute beard with a little bit of beer can, a little bit of Sky Tram, and a little bit of Lego flour, and a little bit of cameos. I like this idea.
The Great American Beard and Mustache Beard. Combination of all beards.
Puppy outfit.
Where you just put it on the front legs of the dog and it looks like it's
Oh,
See, now we're here we go again.
They
we've
just can't
been
stop.
We've been like away for 36 hours or 48
I
hours.
kind of did something like that for my Elf on a Shelf last Christmas, where I had like the little puppet body. But it can be done better, so go for it. And
we still have
it's a
nationals.
motorbike either, so.
We have nationals and all these wonderful smaller ones coming up. So, and this follow-up too, they announced, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. My days are now running together. That Detroit would be 2024. So we'll have to start looking into Detroit and seeing what they come up with.
Yeah, the picture they posted looks beautiful.
Yes, I don't know that I ever have been to Detroit for any kind of
I know.
recreation.
Not a place I would generally go for a family vacation, but they said it was safe. So.
See, now that's interesting to me when the selling point is you probably won't get murdered. I don't know, but the chances of you getting maimed while at the competition are quite petite, but they're still there. Okay.
No, I went last year in November to their Whiskers Circus of Whiskers
In Detroit?
Yeah, and it was we felt fine walking around.
felt
There's
fine?
a lot of headquarter things and the major baseball and football stadiums. There's the different sections of town. We went to the riverfront. You could see Canada. You could see all the casinos. So it was really cool. They had a lot of really good restaurants and museums and visitors, attractions.
Really?
So yeah.
And Christine was waving from Canada.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. We're like, is that Canada? That's Canada. We're like,
We saw you. We were waving back.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's good.
I'll tell you two of my funnies from the trip, and you guys can tell me your funnies if you like. Let's see. So the pizza story. As I said, Jeff, Ray, and his wife Lisa, and Shannon and I were all traveling together. So we decided we're going to go to Arches National Park. So we drive 3.5, almost 4 hours to get to Arches National Park. And we pull up, and there's this blinking sign that says reservations required. Guess what we didn't have?
Shoot.
That sucks.
So
I
we
have a
went-
really good story. I just don't think I could tell it on here.
So we had pizza in Moab, and then turned back and drove back. So that was one of the funny stories.
Did you like Moab though? Like,
It was
did you
just
like it down the?
It was just stores. The drive was really pretty up until almost get to Arches in Moab, and then it became a little bit.
Oh, there's like a
boring.
hike that you have to do to get up to like the delicate arches, if that's what you're looking for. So you have to
we
do like
couldn't even go in the
this
park.
hike to go see them.
Yeah, you couldn't even get it. We tried to break the rules and maybe slide through without our little pass, because you have to reserve a time slot, and it's an hour time slot, and you have to go into the park in that hour time slot.
Wow.
So if you don't have a reservation,
I know we all live here. We're like, what? Wow.
so you had to have a reservation for a time slot,
Oh,
to
wow.
enter the park.
I thought you meant you had to have a reservation for the pizza place. And I was like, oh, I don't understand.
No, to go into Arches National Park,
Wow.
you have to have a reservation.
That's
gets
crazy.
busy. It gets pretty busy. I'm actually I didn't know that, but I guess I'm not surprised just because it gets so packed. It almost makes it not worth it to go at night with people. You know.
Well, what
But
was
we went there
interesting,
a couple years ago and we didn't have to have one. So
I
apparently
think they just
in
started
April.
this year.
Started in April, and apparently there are 9 national parks that are doing it. Of course, I don't know. I obviously don't know who they are because we didn't know you had to do with arches either.
well, maybe because they realize since COVID and people are staying in their cars that they can make money off of this, if they, or something. I don't know. That's crazy.
It was a $2 reservation fee for that hour, and I was just curious because theoretically it was to control the flow and how many people are in the park. But in a 1 hour time period, I looked at reserving a time in like August, and for a 1 hour time period, I saw up to 120 people able, that's a per car,
Wow.
able to reserve within an hour. So I'm not quite sure how that really controls too much of the flow, but
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Or
crazy.
it's about money or something, you know. That's what I think.
so we
It's
had
gotta be. I'm sorry, that sucks.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
And you have the beehive story as well, madam?
Okay, so we're driving along and we, of course, are listening to GPS and the little beehives, right, with the road numbers on them. So that's the state road number. And so then we're like, why are they beehives? And so then we read about how, gosh, dude, Brigham Young chose that and the beehive house, et cetera, and all that. But for the longest time, we didn't know what it was actually. It was a state road. We called it Beehive Road, Beehive Road 4, or Beehive, whatever. So that was quite the funny with us that everything was a beehive. I guess you had to be there on that one.
I think a lot of this is funnier at altitude.
Yeah. Okay, so Frank said that Sharon went to the wrong door 3 times.
I did. He's like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll leave the door open. And I went, and I'm knocking and knocking for like 10 minutes and then nothing. I'm like, hello, where are you? And I backed up and I realized it was the wrong room. So I went to the right door and it was open. And
They're
Frank
just
was
probably
coming
end up
out of the
looking at their
restroom
people. Why won't she go away? Yeah. Let me in.
Yeah.
Right.
On the front desk, hey, there's this lady at the door. She keeps beating on the door.
We're terrified of her. Make her go away.
She's wearing a beard. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's got something weird on her face. Okay, I'm not sure.
How are
Poor
we doing on
Sharon.
time there, madam?
My eyes are watering and laughing. That's funny.
Yeah, and Jeffrey, everything was 20 minutes away. Literally. 20 minutes to the lodge, 20 minutes to the grocery store, 20 minutes to the airport. So
Yeah,
Is that good or bad?
that's what I was.
I don't know that it was either. It was just funny because every time we'd look, well, how far is that from here? About 20 minutes.
That's right.
That's their funny story. Yeah, that's,
That's so funny because we left our dog. We had a dog sitter. It was actually Courtney's son. And when we left the hotel in the morning, I said, we'll be there in 20 minutes. And I told John what I said. And he's like, it takes like 35, 40 minutes to get to her house. I was like, no, it's like 20 minutes. So that's funny that you said that. I guess that is a thing. That makes sense.
That's a comfortable thing. It's okay.
Was it 20 minutes or was he right?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the time because I didn't want to have to say you were right. It was more than 20 minutes. So we just went. Yeah. But yeah, I never realized that before. Everything's 20 minutes away.
Let's see. My husband. Yeah.
yeah. That was a concern. Worrying about everybody. Lots of people get sick when they come here and stuff because the altitudes.
Yeah. And plus, when you go gorge yourself on a Brazilian meat steakhouse and all those good stuff, that's. Well, ladies, it is 8 o'clock, and I have really enjoyed it. Oops, I'm pulling my hair out now. Um, really enjoyed seeing your beards, and I know I really didn't get to talk to like Holly or Sharon. I feel I know I
And
didn't
only
get.
me, like in passing sometimes.
I
How come?
know.
Yeah. Like, how come
It's
that
always
happened? Right.
crazy like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So you got pulled different ways, and yeah.
It
Mhm.
just goes by so really quick,
I know.
and then you're just kind of like it's overwhelming. But it was a great time, and I now carry Band-Aids, Courtney. I have a package of
Yeah.
them in my bag.
Well, that's when you asked me when I panicked. I was like, no, actually, I didn't bring them this time because I brought this whole Listerine kit and I didn't bring the Band-Aids. So. But luckily,
I
it was just for your
swore,
foot. So, yeah.
yeah, I swore that I had them already, but all right. Well, I want to thank all three of you ladies for coming on and joining us tonight, and of course, you are welcome back anytime. Just ping us if you think you want to come on and talk about. We also want to do some things where we do some like demos and some how-tos, tips and tricks kind of shows. So if you have anything you want to show
I can
everybody,
show everybody how I do my hair beards or something.
yep, write that down, Christine.
Yeah.
When did I become the stenographer?
I have a cookie. I'm impaired.
Okay, cookie impaired. We have to give a huge shout out to the Salty Saints for putting this weekend on because it was amazing. It ran smoothly. It was a good time. I think we would agree. So yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Huge shout out because they worked really hard, and it was definitely one of the best run comps that I've ever been to. So, and
That's good.
yeah,
That's good to hear. Yeah.
yeah.
Is everyone
It's
going
cool.
to Wyoming for nationals?
Probably. We hope
It's
so.
so close to us here. We're probably gonna go. So
About 5
We
hours.
will go as long as the hub's work allows. That's usually right at the end of his busy season, so it will probably be down to I have my beard finished. Maybe we'll travel. Would probably be what it's.
I worry about driving there because the snow, and then it's in November, so you never know how those canyons are gonna be. So I may or may not go. I don't know. We'll see.
I was so excited about seeing everybody at this comp that I feel like I have to take another year or two off so that the excitement can build again.
Yeah.
If I show up at every comp, you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, hi, Christine."
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we're going to believe you if you say you're not going.
Yeah,
It's just
your,
as exciting.
your
this
validity
year.
on that is none on that anymore.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
Good answer.
But at least we have Worlds in Germany next year too. So
Yeah.
But so yeah, we'll see come November, closer to it. There's a lot of comps coming up through the rest of the year too. Some of the smaller comps and stuff. So we try to make sure we share all that info. But I think, like Christine said, it was a great comp. It was great to see everybody. It felt like we're getting normal again. So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. So, but ladies, again, thank you for coming on and holler at us. And Courtney's volunteered to do how to do your own hair. Like, it's not. Maybe I can do chops. Not quite. Not quite there yet. Okay. Well. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you ladies go backstage, and then Christine and I will wrap up.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
That was fun. And I got a cookie.
I'm gonna go get my own damn cookie now. So
I'll send you some cookies.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. This was good times. We learned a lot. And yeah, I'm going to go sleep some more because I'm not acclimatized yet.
Yes, I'm not too far behind you. I
Okay.
should have had too much caffeine and sugar now, but it'll all be good. Well, you go get some rest, lady. And to sign us off, thanks for watching the Craft Whisker Club show on every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central. And I'm Tisha Clinkenbeard, aka Miss Chicken Bread.
And I'm Christine Hackman. And that's it. Okay.
And let's see if I can do this. I suck at these.
I know, but I can do a donut. That's it.
Like, how does that work?
Sign
All
us
right.
off, Tish.
All right. Good night, all. Have a